I'm the king of the highway. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. I almost said welcome back to Ace Attorney 7. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, Summer Game Fest is going on right now, and we're just laughing at how funny it'll be. We're deep in the throes of the monstrous turnabout, being like, oh my god. And then we get the notification for Ace Attorney 7. That would be very funny. Unfortunately, it has not happened, but I would love it if it did.
Listen, what was it, like, last year or 2 years ago, when we were all just hanging out, we got the no, it had to be 2 years ago. We all got the notification for fucking Ghost Trick. So, like, I mean...
Oh, yeah. No, I think we were on a call. I can't remember what server, but we were in, like, a call.
It was in the TAM server, I think.
It was, yeah. watching it happen, and I think you heard me scream as soon as I think there was like
the first, like, do, and you went, ah!
No, literally, thankfully it wasn't, like, out of nowhere, because it had been leaked before that there was, like, Ghost Trick had been, like, thank you, Korean ratings board, for always leaking games for PC. But yeah, that was definitely I am screaming, and my parents had to be like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yes, sorry."
I'm good. Don't worry.
I was at an opera rehearsal, so I'm like, at moments where I got to like sit down and like watch like the tenor basses do their stuff. I was like scrolling through everybody's reactions, and I like legitimately was like, "Oh fuck, Ghost Trick!" all the sopranos and altos are like, "The fuck is their problem?"
What the fuck? I think that was like. Sorry, I'm like fucking with my mic volume over here. I think that was like the one. You remember when Pokemon Go happened, and that was like a moment of world peace for like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I think, like, I had that same, like, that 3 minutes when that trailer was playing, I think that was just, like, the most united front we had been on that entire fucking, like, 7 months.
Yeah.
Anyway, this isn't about Ghost Trick. We already played Ghost Trick. You should go watch that. We are playing what's, you know, always considered the best case in Dual Destinies. The Monstrous Turnabout.
Yes. This is gonna be good.
Last time Jack and I got drunk, and I don't remember shit. So
let's go.
April 8th.
I have strategy wiki. With our friend, we will get through this. Also, I am very excited. I think we're going right into court.
I think so.
I am so ready for more of our British fail boy and our French fail person.
April 19th, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Let's go.
This is so extra.
Yeah, I like it.
It's so extra. For whom?
I think Max.
I love that this goes way too long. Yeah, let's go for it. Court is back in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Every time I voice him, it sounds different.
Nuts. Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
Oh my god, he's a leader.
God
I just wanted to be leader.
Shit. It's just gonna be like French week today. So, Athena Sykes, assistant defender, is ready too, Your Honor. Je suis prêt.
I don't know what that means. As chipper as ever I see, and in French, no less. and the prosecution?
Sorry, I don't speak witch.
This man. Look at fucking Taka.
Taka's ready to fight.
We love this guy. Very well then.
Get a good look at these hands, for you're about to catch them.
By the way, I asked Detective Fulbright to provide sturdier shackles today, and then he gave some to Blackwell. Thank you. There will be no more of your funny business this time, Prosecutor Blackwell. No prosecutor has ever misbehaved in my courtroom.
Absolutely not. So fucking about it.
Now your opening statement, if you would. No hanky-panky in the courtroom.
No hanky-panky! My death.
I believe it's standard procedure for the prosecution to handle it.
Looks like the judge is really bringing it today.
Oh, I'm on fire. I don't know what it is.
You
I'm
probably
feeling the vibes.
The vibes in the room. You probably realized how Blackpool played him. That was one mean game, as Simon says.
I thought I played him.
Yeah. His honor has to fight to defend his honor today.
Honor.
Your boldness.
To honor. Hitting honor, getting honor, staying honor, and if you can't come in or come honor. God bless America!
What was that? Prosecutor Blackwell?
It's plain to see that you've always dreamed of delivering an epic opening statement.
I have. I don't know if I'd say that.
Why, of course you have. I saw it in your eyes the last time you gave the opening statement. That was the look of one who yearns deeply for the thrill of an epic opening statement. For decades now, you've been watching opening statements from your bench. They were the crown jewel of the court. The one thing you could not possess.
Mr. Banks, your opening statement. The crown jewels of the court?
Now, at long last, they are within your grasp. How could you possibly refuse?
So you don't mind if I do it then?
Oh, you know what they say. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. I'll make a special exception, just this once. Here we go again.
You've been such a good girl, Your Honor. Yep, more of Blackwell's mind games.
You're Lady Macbeth.
Well, in that case, I think I might go ahead and make the opening statement myself. In yesterday's session, we learned the shocking truth that a CG appeared on screen. The victim, Alderman Rex QB, was the Amazing Nine. We also learned that the Amazing Nine-Tails was a key figure in the yokai craze and the anti-murder tests. We only said it like 10 times. It was further revealed that upon revealing Rex QB's secret identity, Mayor Damien Tenma murdered him. The fact that the crime took place in a tightly locked room was also brought to light. And the only people in that tightly locked room were the defendant and victim. The defense proposed the existence of a hypothetical third party. But further investigation revealed no proof of a third party who had escaped the room.
Ergo.
We must conclude that the evidence against the defendant is, well, conclusive. Did I say something wrong?
That was quite astonishing. You've truly outdone yourself this time.
Good boy.
Say.
Good boy, Your Honor.
One more thing to boast about to my grandchild.
Maybe you don't tell the grandchild about this one. Well, this was not an unexpected turn of events.
Now then, it seems the prosecution has called a new witness to testify.
The inexplicable yokai evidence left at the scene of the crime. Well, does that not demand some sort of explanation?
Feathers and tracks. Weren't those left by the mayor while he was, possessed?
That was but an act to protect his daughter.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I had suspected as much. Clearly nothing supernatural can happen in my courtroom.
Wait, did he actually believe the mayor's award-winning performance?
To be honest, Apollo, like, if you've seen the shit that he has, I'm surprised, you know, like,
Yeah.
I'm not honestly surprised.
Yeah, Apollo hasn't seen a ghost. Yet.
Yet?
His daughter was the one who planted the yokai evidence. Ergo, the true identity of the yokai in the manor was the manor's maid, Jinxie Tenma.
Objection!
That's fucking stupid. The prosecution is engaging in mere conjecture.
Would you
Your
care for
Honor, the prosecution is
Your Honor!
conjecture.
Mom!
Mr. Right!
Would you care for some witness testimony?
Fucking Candace.
For I am ready to prove that the little scamp is the one behind the Tenmataru farce.
Witness testimony? I bet he means Filch and that creep LaBelle.
Very well then. Bailiff, would you please bring in the first witness?
I really don't wanna.
Mr. Filch, you made quite a hasty exit yesterday. See that it doesn't happen again today.
In my defense, I got attacked by a fucking boy. Been known for my hasty retreat since I was a kid. Bit of a trademark of mine.
Indeed. You managed to give a total of 5 bailiffs the slip. Although one of them was Mike Meekin, so...
So, 4.5.
four meaningful bailiffs.
Like those amateurs could have a nab me.
Perhaps we should shackle you by the neck. That would keep you in place.
Okay.
You fucking promise?
Okay, Prosecutor Blackwell. Okay.
You
Yeah.
fucking promise?
Someone's gotta...
Woo!
Someone's gotta match Black Quill's freak. He's going up. He is saying the subtext aloud.
No, please, I'm liable to rip my own head off if I start running.
Your statement now.
Yes, sir, Mr. Blackhead, sir.
He may beat a hasty What? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He may beat a hasty retreat, but there's no escaping Prosecutor Blackwell. I just saw
Yeah.
beat and I was like,
He might beat... What? No, we've already... Okay, so there's like a flow chart of like who's beating who off in this case, alright? And so we have Filch and we have
Yeah.
LaBelle. We have Fulbright and we have Blackquill.
Blackwell.
We-
okay.
Yeah, Blackquill doesn't strike me as the give up easy type.
Now then, Mr. Filch, your testimony, please. Specifically, the true nature of the yokai you saw in the manor shortly after the crime.
I just realized I don't have my glasses on, which is probably not helping me see. So hold on.
That does seem a little important. Temataro's really that little maid gal, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, the Temataro I saw was just a little thing about her size. But the little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber after stumbling on the crime scene. She was gonna use it to wallop me on account of my fierce reputation, I just know it.
I can see.
I see it now. So then,
I can fight.
So fucking hell. So Tenmataro was short in stature, and that's because it was Miss Jinxie Tenma all along.
You betcha. You betcha. Besides, all the rest in the manor were way taller than her. Fuck you, I'm northern now.
Feigning height is but an easy thing. But a big ox like the defendant could never pass for short.
What if the Tenmataro impersonator was walking on their knees? We're no
The
knee
fuck
walking.
was that?
I've seen it myself. I know what it looks like when you're on your knee. I mean,
Oh my god. You gotta do what you can, I guess, to get through this case. Oh man.
Oh, that's fucking me. Then perhaps that yokai really was Miss Tenma after all.
Who is?
who?
All monsters are not but tricks, either of the mind or of the cheap parlor variety.
So what you're saying is she created an illusion like one of those magical eye things.
Precisely. Human senses are easily deceived. Take the fellow in the cell next to me.
If you must.
I show.
Say so.
I take the fellow in the cell next to me. I show him shadows on the wall and tell him that that's the real world.
Each night he cries and screams about some ghost he thinks he sees. But in truth, it was simply the janitor.
I was trying to make a ghost trick joke there and I couldn't figure it out. Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell just gave up the ghost literally. I don't know, I just want to be included. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I just wanted to say something.
The janitor's deathly complexion and all-white attire are, no doubt, partially to blame. That and the fact that he constantly mutters about taking vengeance for this sort of...
Girl?
Where's this guy? I want into the case.
What do we
It sounds
this
more
guy?
interesting.
That actually sounds like a real ghost to me. Can I talk to him? He sounds fucking awesome. This is a stupid
sounds
case. I
way
want to do the
more
ghost
Let's now
case.
cross-examine the witness.
I want to do the ghost case. Can we do that instead? It's Mia. I want to do the ghost case.
It sounds like fucking, what's his name? Siren Doggin?
Oh,
It's alright, yes!
Dongan.
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 Dongan
what they-
Rampa.
She dongan on my rampa. No doubt about it. I mean, the Tenma I saw was just a little thing about her size.
Okay,
The
so...
little runt had a big old staff. I seen it when she came into the foyer. Betcha she stole it from the Forbidden Chamber. Hey, how did you know what was in the fucking Forbidden Chamber, bitch boy? I suppose you mean to say
Why
that
were you at the
Jinx.
Witch's Sabbath?
Yeah, my brother in Christ. What were you doing at the Witch's Sacrament? I suppose you mean to say that Jinxie Tenma entered the Forbidden Chamber to
Where were
get
you on
one.
January 6th?
Oh god.
I forgot about that. Well, I ain't never seen a staff like that in a manor.
I'm just gonna be like giving you guys flashbacks all stream to the whole bits that you've forgotten about from the. I know.
From when we were fucking just having it.
Fucking zooted.
Fucking
Yeah.
zooted.
Oh my
So it
God.
had to be the Forbidden Chamber. Oh, really? The stench of LaBelle is thick in the air today.
Phil should be like more weight.
Jinxie entered the Forbidden Chamber after the incident.
More weight!
Then she took the staff and tried to cover up her actions by pretending to be Tenmataro. I guess that's what Filch is trying to say?
Could Jinxie have even entered the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to?
There's one thing I was wondering about.
Could she have entered the Forbidden
Because
Chamber
I'll
if
put
she
this in
wanted
case.
to?
Hey, yokai have a staff in the first place.
Hi, baby.
Hey, Apollo, I think the butler shot him.
Well, I've got my hunches about that.
Alright, so could she get into the Forbidden Chamber if she wanted to? Oh, thanks.
Aw. Speaking of cat, hi, baby. Isn't it like the key, like, doesn't actually... Key! Hi!
The
Like,
key
it-
that the mayor took from the killer and swallowed. There's only one of its
There's
kind.
only one of its kind.
Objection!
Because remember, he gave it. He went "Huh," and gave it to us. So like, no one could have gotten in there after he swallowed it until we
Can't bel-
broke in, right?
Oh my god. Yeah. With the dumbest fucking... It would seem that Tenmatara was, in fact, not this innocent little girl. Huh? How you figure that?
She's not innocent. I mean, listen to the way she rasps her voice.
What an asshole!
What an
You
asshole.
claim- You claim the Tenmataro you saw had one of those staves from the Forbidden Chamber. But it would have been impossible for Miss Tenma to get a hold of one.
Care to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
No, it's gonna drag this case out. Can you just believe me for 3 seconds? The mayor swallowed this key shortly after the murder. He wanted to keep the killer out of the Forbidden Chamber.
What's this?
Ooh woo. This key was deep in the mayor's
The children are asleep.
this key was deep in the mayor's stomach when Miss Tenma discovered the crime scene.
No, please.
No.
No,
No.
please. Please, it's been a really
No,
long week. Please.
Jupiter.
Please,
No.
Please.
So you see...
I'm being dead ass right now, please.
Please, no. Kume, no! No!
I'm
So you
being
see,
so
it would have been
dead-ass.
impossible for her to get into the Forbidden Chamber. In short, the Tenmataro seen holding that staff could not have been Jinxie Tenma.
New chapter of Trials. 2013. Let's go. What?
Fucking terrible?
But what? Then who was phone? Then who does the defense believe was impersonating Tenmataro?
Our Tenmataro impersonator is none other than Mayor Tenma's aide.
Objection!
Such accusations beg evidence. Aside from his ghastly appearance, can you prove he is the yokai we seek?
White
Besides
man.
him being, well, you know.
I know
Yes,
what
in
you
fact.
are.
I can. French. Gay? French. Well,
Those two are not mutually exclusive, as we've seen.
By the way, happy 14th birthday to Clavier Gavin, gay or European.
woo! Such an accusation begs evidence. Then beg.
Very well, let's see where the defense is going with this. Will he beg? Mr. Justice, please show us truth as to the true identity of the Tenmataro impersonator. How do we know that LaBelle was in...
The fucking thing that we found in there.
Yeah,
Take that!
We found this hand cream in the Forbidden Chamber. And we know that whoever was Tenmataro took one of the staves out of there. In short,
Yakuza
I believe-
Meets Orchestra 2007 saved me. Saved me. Yakuza Meets Orchestra 2007.
I believe whoever this hand cream belongs to is the yokai impersonator we're looking for.
But Mr. Justice,
What?
how do you propose to identify the hand cream's owner?
I'm glad you asked, Your Honor. The defense requests a fingerprint analysis on this piece of evidence that we've touched a lot. It might tell us who it
Rubbing
belongs to.
on.
It looks like there are fingerprints from Apollo, Justice, and Athena Sykes. Guilty.
Guilty.
Fuck!
Interesting. So you expect to find the yokai's prints there? Very well, I hereby call a short recess while we wait for the fingerprint results.
Sorry, I was drinking water. No need for that, your baldness. We have the prints of everyone at the manor that day.
You called Prosecutor Blackwill!
Oh, they kinky. Okay.
Let's go!
Let's go! Let's fucking
Apollo
go!
Apollo saying the not quiet part and aloud. Yeah, happy Pride.
Happy Pride! Could anyone be more whipped?
Fulbright, analyze this for prints. You have 3 minutes. God.
Your wish is my command!
I-
Do you guys like
then I
need a
guess we'll
minute?
just wait right here. Okay.
In
Casually
front of
letting,
God and
like-
everybody?
Casually letting like my tank top strap fall down my shoulder a little bit, like okay.
Nice.
It would seem.
Yes,
like
okay, yes, you're right. Jupiter, you are so right. Fulbright is absolutely there to match a freak.
Absolutely.
It would seem the fingerprint analysis is complete.
What do the
What
results
about
show?
you, Fulbright?
Thank you.
Deduce Moose! Hi!
Thank you, Water.
Thank you, Water! Holy shit, hi!
What in the world?
They're Florent the Bell's prints, aren't they?
This is absurd.
Prosecutor Blackwell? I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Just go Super Saiyan. Don't tell me that they're Tenmataro's prince?
Fingerprint analysis has revealed that the prints belong to Apollo Justice.
This is an Athena Sykes!
Phineas Filch.
Objection!
Ba-ba-ba!
Wait! What the fuck?
And Mr. LaBelle wasn't the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber?
Objection!
You tricksy little tanuki. Explain yourself now.
Sure, the prince of mine. I mean, I did pilfer that hand cream from Mr. LaBelle after all. So you're the one who entered the Forbidden Chamber? So what if I did? Got a problem with it? Ah!
Fool of a tanuki.
Get it? It's like Fool of a Tuk, but it's Tanuki. Y'all know Lord of the Rings?
Oh. Thank you for that.
Thank you for the clarification of the bit.
Thank you for the clarification of the bit. Mr. Justice, care to explain what this could mean? I would look to you for guidance.
Excellent question.
A level head in these difficult times.
Excellent question. Can I have the next one? The fact that Mr. Filch was in the Forbidden Chamber... Wait a second. Does this mean that Ten Mataro holding that staff was Phineas Filch? Ah! Another cat out of the bag!
Mr. Filch is Tenmataro?
I don't understand. Does this mean Mr. Filch is the real killer?
What a plot twist. The witness will explain himself this instant.
Begging your pardon, your honorship, but I was just doing what the alderman told me. He wanted me to be Tenmataro in the village exorcism ritual. Oh, you mean that event at the Nine Tails Vale Festival? So that was you inside the Tenmataro costume? Yep. And after the event, I went to watch that pro wrestling program. But it bored me to tears on account of the wrestlers being complete jobbers. So he didn't actually watch the entire wrestling match. That's when I looked at the Tenmataro costume and got a great idea.
What if
Nobody
I
can-
killed someone?
I'm gonna go kill a man! Nobody can tell it's me while I'm wearing it. And because of them superstitions, no matter what I do, the villagers won't say a word. Say a
In
word.
other words, hold my hand. Use the superstitions to effectively render yourself invisible.
You can't see, Grog! Why did you want to enter the Forbidden Chamber in the first place?
Yeah, for shits and giggles.
Shits and gigs! Cause of the treasure there! Thought that was my big chance to sneak on Navit! Treasure? It's so fucking cold in there, dog! The witness is my grandpappy. His name was Ren. He went in there not knowing his grandfather had already pilfered it.
Guess that's one tale that didn't get passed down from grandpappy to grandson.
Wait, how exactly did you get in the Forbidden Chamber? There was a meeting in the Fox Chamber that day. Plus, the mayor swallowed the only key that could open the Forbidden Chamber's door. You couldn't have possibly gotten in. I could through the air vent in the foyer. The vents left of the alderman's picture. I went on in and made a nice little hole. In the hole.
What?
Use that to get into the air duct that leads to the Forbidden Chamber, I did. You what?
But how is that even possible? Wait a sec. Remember the air vent to the Forbidden Chamber?
The one we were just talking about, Athena? Yes, I do, actually.
The
So
vents.
Mr. Filch found a way to get into that air duct.
Wait, one of these says there's a hole. I don't know what this says.
Hit it.
There's a hole in my balls!
Okay.
And that's how he got from the foyer vent to the Forbidden Chamber vent.
Foyer!
For your raw.
Tenmataro is nothing more than a cat burglar. Rather, a tanuki burglar. I'm so silly. Oh. And we're back to being talk to the oldest.
Looks like our so-called yokai is nothing more than one big troublemaker.
Good thing no consequences will come of this. No, you're being locked up for perjury for like 10 years.
Man, it's a great thing we've just wasted this entire case on the whole yokai thing. Tell me, Mr. Filch, what did you do after fleeing to the foyer? I sucked Mr. LaBelle off! I got out of that costume right quick. Would have just caused trouble at that point. And where is that costume now?
Is the costume in the room with us?
Is the costume in the room with us? Hell if I know. And it ain't my fault if you never find it.
The police searched every nook and cranny.
Every suspicious looking nook and cranny!
No yokai costume was left in that manor.
Oh, I got it. Okay. What if it was tossed outside the manor? Yep.
What are you thinking?
That.
Oh.
No fucking way.
Thanks, game.
Thanks, game. Maybe. Just maybe.
The defense seems to have hit on an idea. Well, go on, Mr. Justice. What's fucking going on here?
Okay, here's what I think. Mr. Filch.
Subway surfing.
Did you get rid of the costume here? The fucking open window.
Time for Apollo Justice Pro Skater.
Take that!
Did you toss it out the window? Because that would certainly explain why it didn't turn up inside the manor. You think I tossed it out the window? That costume cost me a pretty penny. So why would I go do something like that? I can think of a few reasons.
Any bright ideas, Apollo?
Well, assuming the costume really was tossed out from the window, then the next question would be, what happened to it after that? And if I'm right, I might have just the thing to prove what happened to the costume. Phineas Filch. I have just the piece of evidence to prove what happened after you tossed it out the window. You do? The fucking newspaper.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder what it could be. Is it the thing you shoved in my face?
Maybe we do need the Edgeworth logic sequence. That would help.
That's Tenmataro flying through the sky?
Again, today we'll go soaring through the sky. And I support you if you're
Let's
getting
go,
your trans
you're
or
trying to
bi.
buy.
Lesbians are also great, and I support them too.
I am an ally of the LGBTQ. Happy Pride.
How does that prove that Mr. Phillips threw his costume out the window?
Apartment complex. I actually find it quite simple. That's not Tenmataro in the photo. It's the costume Mr. Filch threw out. Aw, that's crazy talk. You ain't serious, are ya? There's a steep cliff right outside the foyer window, meaning the manor is pretty high up. The costume flew through the air after it was tossed out. That's when the photo was taken. In other words, hold my hand, the photo of Tenmataro really was a flight of fancy.
What?
Fuck!
Oh my, so there really was never a yokai. Who would have thought?
I can't keep any of them cats bagged. Can I still file a claim for the lost costume? No. No, you can't. This more than proves the defense's position. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with staging the yokai fighting. That's not— is that what that said? I don't feel like I read Sighting. I was like, hold on, that's not right. Hold on. Jinxie Tenma also had nothing to do with the yokai are fighting. Jinxie Tenma had nothing to do with the staging the yokai sighting either.
Care to raise any objections, Prosecutor Blackwell?
None whatsoever. I'll deal with that tricksy Tanuki after I've dealt with this case.
Now beg.
We did it.
Louis fucking Simos.
Good going. Now, all we have to do is make Florent LaBelle take the stand.
Objection!
No.
No.
Please no.
sheathing the sword a bit early, are we not?
Huh?
Nothing has been proven beyond a doubt. Take this tricksy little tanuki, for instance. How do you suppose he was able to exit the Forbidden Chamber?
Oh, probably the same way he got in, through the chamber's air vent.
And what of the feathers and tracks at the scene of the crime? They would suggest that the tanuki exited through the chamber door, not the air vent.
Objection!
No.
No, but the Forbidden Chamber doesn't open from the inside. So what you're saying makes no sense. Right?
Someone on the outside opened the door for you. Isn't that right?
Yep, that's right, Mr. Blackjack. The door suddenly sprung right open.
Hold it!
Sprung right open? Who was on the other side? Didn't get a good look on account of the sudden glare.
I had the reflection from my head and blinds fellow moviegoers emerging from the dark. What?
Damn, okay.
Okay.
Your Honor,
New
let the
Judge
adults
Lord-
talk.
New irrelevant judge lord just dropped.
That's when I snatched that staff and made my daring escape. And then that little maid gal spotted me as I hightailed it down the hall.
That means the Forbidden Chamber wasn't opened until after the crime was discovered.
Oh, you're still uploading! Yay! But wait.
What?
Sorry, there's this YouTuber that I'm subscribed to that uploads like once every 6 or 8 months, and it's like, we still don't know who opened it. Maybe there really was a third person in the Fox Chamber.
Objection!
You mean Turnabout Ace Attorney Musical, which just uploaded a 8-hour video yesterday?
Damn right they did.
Or this morning? I don't remember.
I don't
Was
fucking
it- no, it
remember
was this
either.
morning.
But Max, what did they upload on the Tearing
yeah.
About Ace Attorney musical channel?
Okay. It's the VOD of the behind the scenes commentary live stream that we did on my YouTube channel, So Link Smash, back in August. Basically, it is mostly myself and our good, awesome, amazing friend Ashley Smith going through the entirety of Tam and going very in depth into the writing, the video production sides of how that thing came together. So if you're ever like, I want to learn more about how this scene or this song came together, just like go to that part, and we will probably talk about it for like 20 minutes.
Damn right.
It's good.
And Kate and I are in there for a little
Yes.
bit too.
Yes, Kate and Jack show up for a little bit in Act 2 as well.
Good plug. We did it, guys. Good job.
Yay!
Well, you little tanuki. When the Forbidden Chamber opened, did you see the accused passed out there?
Nope. Only one day was the alderman, and he was dead as a doornail.
If the accused wasn't there, what do you suppose he was up to?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Oh, don't tell me.
Plainly, the only one who could have opened the Forbidden Chamber was...
I said not to tell me.
I
Hold on.
said I was about to be like, I
I'm trying
said
to-
don't
I'm trying
tell
to figure
me.
Who do you think you're on?
No.
No, you're both. Who do you think?
Spoilers. Let me cook.
Your Honor, let me cook.
The accused, Damien Tenma.
Ugh.
This case is so long. Wait a second. There had to be somebody else besides Mayor Tenma there.
Really? Who might that be?
Oh, well, that would be...
Objection!
It seems our feisty little lass has forgotten the most important thing. Evidence.
In the court of law, evidence is
This
everything.
is everything.
I didn't forget. I was just testing your attention to details.
Miss Sykes, you can't prove your point without proof of some sort. It's a proven fact.
Sorry. Guess I put my foot in my mouth again.
No, Athena, we're definitely onto something here.
We are?
Think about it. If Filch was stuck inside the Forbidden Chamber, one of the alibis we heard would no longer hold any water. The defense would like to call a new witness to the stand. Someone who knew Mr. Filch was stuck in the Forbidden Chamber. And by virtue of knowing this, has an alibi that no longer adds up.
Not that insufferable.
That insufferable Frenchman. Very well, the court will hear what Mr. Justice has to say.
You won't like it.
Trucy's alibi no longer holds up.
Mike
Mike
Meekins,
Meekins.
baby!
Take that!
Why, that's the defendant's aide, Fleur LaBelle. Didn't he claim to be in the foyer at the time of the crime?
Nuh-uh. True, but in his alibi, he also claimed Mr. Filch was in the foyer too. However, as we all know now, Take that! Mr. Filch was not there with Mr. LaBelle at that time. In short, Mr. LaBelle's
Let's go.
alibi had
Proceed.
disappeared! Florent LaBelle's alibi was one big alibi. Isn't that right, Mr. Filch?
Fucking damn
Come
you.
on. Come on, Mr. Justice, do better.
Oh, you're one to talk, Your Honor.
No.
Oh. I reckon there ain't no keeping that cat in the back here neither.
Penalty.
Ah! It was all Mr. LaBelle's idea. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the Forbidden Chamber. And in return, he said we'd vouch for each other's alibi.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a
Perjury in
serious
this court of
crime
law?
that we definitely take into consideration in this series.
It's fine, Your Honor. They just for gore.
I'm
Aw.
for.
Aw, shucks. Mercy, Your Honorship. Mercy. I'm merely for gore. Ah!
Well, I remember.
I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
Yes, we all heard your alibi joke,
Not a
Mr.
hold on.
Justice.
We will
Did
take
you get it?
a 45-minute recess while we recover from that atrocious pun. At which time we'll see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Yes! I'm doing my job! We're finally gonna drag that slippery snake onto the stand.
New headcanon dropped. Blackwell is just racist against French people.
You really think someone would do that? Lie in an Ace Attorney game?
I know, right? In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations. He's not beating the murder allegations.
No. Because he murdered someone.
No, because he actually murdered someone.
I should hope
Oh
he
shit,
doesn't
it's
beat this.
Disbarment Day.
April
Oh.
19th!
Wait, hold on. Wait. So it's been like 1 year since like Turnabout Trump.
Yep.
Jeez. Okay. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I thought, because I forgot Succession was not during April.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
What the fuck?
Happy Disbarment Day, I guess. We're fucking doing this shit.
Happy Disbarment Day. April 19th, 10:25 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah.
We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court.
Yeah.
Hey, why the long face?
I don't. Well, I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Plus, prosecutor.
Like I had a long lost sister that disappeared into the void.
Yeah,
that I
I
can't
don't
remember
know.
anymore.
I can't help but think I'm missing something important, like the previous game.
I can't help but think I'm missing something important, like, you know, all of my character development. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack.
You really are a worrywart, aren't you? It'll be fine.
Hot take: Apollo doesn't have that much character development in the first
You really-
game beyond just stuff that happens to him and like him just having to deal with that. You know?
Bitch, me too.
Yeah. I will say probably most of his character development, as much as I'm loath to say it, is in the next game.
I think he has some in this that like I think is valid, at least on paper.
Mhm.
We'll see if the execution is alright.
Yeah. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent Lebel.
I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I wish I could put my finger on it, though.
At any rate, the big showdown with Mr. Lebel is up next, so chin up, Apollo.
I just remembered we're gonna do something today that I really like.
Ominous! April 19th, 11 a.m., District Court number 4.
God.
Court is back in session. Our next trial is...
Is that the Joker?
Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important matter.
It seems the witness is predisposed at the moment.
I'm the Joker, baby. Surely you jest. I will hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent Lebel, personal aide to Mayor Tenma. Or should I say, the accused?
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible. Your boldness.
Right. Mr. Fruits' testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
Do you think I'd be associated with this entirely lucid affair? Well, I'm not, so I may go now. I have very important matters to attend to.
Objection!
No, you fucking don't. I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Witness, you're being accused of perjury, a very serious crime in the Ace Attorney franchise. This is your last chance to clear them.
Sorry, I thought that literally was a very serious crime. I saw like a 5-letter word that started with C, and I was like, oh, got it, okay.
The truth is, I faked my alibi for a very good reason.
I lent it
did
to.
The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry.
You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Payson, how dare you accuse me, one of these beautiful people? Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime.
Silence!
Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past.
Swords? What swords? Are you sword fighting with Blackwell right now?
This is a duel to the death. The fate
Duel of the
accused-
Destinies.
The fate of the accused rests in our hands.
Kazuma.
Begone, ye of cowardly heart! The battlefield hath no place for ye.
Again?
Oh my.
Spare me, please.
Mon Dieu. So much for sturdier shackles. Jesus!
Those chains hindered my vow that heads would roll this day.
It's giving keeping your head on in court.
Will the witness please deliver the accused's death knell? You know of what I speak. Most certainly.
Sorry. Allow it, but God, that's funny.
Add permitted term. Kill a friend. Sounds like we found the new VOD name.
Kill a French. Oh man.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
This is
We are
Yeah.
not anti-French. This
We're
is
not.
just
No.
funny.
This week for me personally has been like the duality of the French man. So
Inside you are two Frenchmen.
Florent Labelle and Kim Kitsuragi.
Kitsuragi. You are mentally ill. You are the world's worst punk circle.
Most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Stick a what?
What?
Stick a fuck in him?
Stick a fuck in him. Whatever he has to say can't be good.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard little Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, drum roll, please.
No.
I saw Mertenma opening the forbidden chamber doors.
But
There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch. It was the accused. There was never any third party. Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
startling sounds bad.
The mayor, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed the alderman. That's right. The mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
It's the alderman I killed. He really is just. Why is he the Joker? There's no reason.
Order in the court.
You want to see how I got these scars?
Quite
Say
conclusive
peacock and
testimony,
nobody
Miss
bats
Sad.
an eye. Say poopcock and everybody loses their fucking mind. Society crumbles.
Just so, and quite astonishing, I might add. I only learned of this fact during the recess. I just love surprise, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you. No way. I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Why am I questioning a witness testimony now? The first time. Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
Wild.
The testimony is quite favorable to the prosecutions.
This is Labelle? Yes, I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right. And I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all but the mayor and his defense.
Well, it seems our witness is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony, finally. Mr. Lavelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
When you what?
When I who?
Je comprends.
I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna.
Quand je crois.
No, I was just going to go through and try to like conjugate it in French. Je compte, tu comptes. But no, it's fine.
Je compte quoi?
Tu comptes, il compte, nous commons,
Vous commet.
vous commez, il, elle compte. Comme. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison.
Tenma terror.
Tenma Taro! In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. Fun. All
Fun.
these French vowels. The fun.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation.
Fulbright's like, did someone say shocked? Good boy.
Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed there and then to the crime.
Perhaps the guilt was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court.
Once again, pardon. It's just, I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon that most unpleasant scene.
Mal et moi. Ugh, why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy?
We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight, and a time to heal, a time to live, and a time to die.
What?
Huh?
I will
The
kill you,
defense
Justice
may
Donut.
finally cross-examine the witness.
I will kill you, Justice Donut. Oh my god. His foundation doesn't even- you can see his fucking foundation line. He wants to be aristocratic so bad. Shadows upon learning of her father's crime.
This is why we bring back Le Guillotine. Or is it La? It might be La Guillotine. I don't know gender.
El Guillotine.
El Guillotine.
El Guillotine.
Alright, what are we fucking doing?
I want to make something with, like, without ever noticing me. Bitch, she should have smelled you from like a mile fucking away. What the fuck?
Okay, as I ran in terror, in shock,
In shock, I
fled
fled down the hallway to my right.
The one with the phone at the end. Okay. There's an issue with this.
Hold it!
gonna be late. Oh,
Brother, this guy stinks!
So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Tematara ran off towards the foyer.
Precisely. Exactement. Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo?
Yeah,
Well-
some of his text is in all caps and some of it isn't.
How is he
He spoke
fucking doing that with his
emphasis.
mouth?
Emphasis.
Well, Jinxie also saw Tematara, right?
She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police.
Just a casual passing.
Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen when she was returning from making her call.
Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help.
Right. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, we just told you the answer.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
So
blah.
don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Fantastic Ninja Sex Party album.
Then who was phone?
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? There we
Jinx
go.
statement. Yeah, that's the one. That she couldn't call for help because there's no one in the hall. Yep.
Objection!
For all the bell, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway.
What on earth do you mean?
Yes, care to fill in the rest of us? It's just
What is
No.
happening?
Your Honor, stop. If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma.
C'est quoi?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter,
well, yes, the two would have crossed paths.
right. Except Miss Tenma told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
Monsieur! Mes belles yeux!
Not such a fabulous scent now, is it?
Boy, fuck. Gender!
But, Mr. Justice, the witness also stated he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox Chamber, where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene? Yes,
It
keep up,
is, Your Honor.
He's the fucking murderer.
Did you
It
not watch
is,
the
Your
opening
Honor.
cutscene?
Dude, are we not all caught up on that? It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence!
Foolish fop. Fucking French person. I was going to come up with a better insult. I didn't. A true man knows when he is beaten.
Objection! I thought of something.
A shield of lies comes not before a foe with the sword of truth bared. But I wouldn't expect a French man to know that. Prosecutor, Black Will, what are you?
What are you?
I don't know what you
what you
are.
are.
I don't know what you are anymore.
I
Unfortunately,
thought we was the same, you and I.
I thought we're on the same side, you know?
You know
Les
what that is?
gays.
Let's g-
Les gay. Les gay. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment.
Your edge?
Edge, you say? You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume.
I was hoping it would end up being on beat. It didn't. Whoa, what just happened? Black was really tearing into him.
Your Honor, the judge is like, fuck me, dude. He's like,
No,
I
you
can't
take
do
your
this.
wait your turn, Your Honor.
The judge is like, you know, as a current high school instructor, I relate to the judge just losing all sense of control over the room and just, please just don't.
Oh.
You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not,
Mhm.
you deviant dandy?
The confession came from inside the house.
For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you, were right there, in the Fox Chamber. Oh mon dieu. So that's how it's going to be. Fine. I'll come clean then.
Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox Chamber?
Mary, I did enter the room after the murder, but was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbo colon I use to protect myself.
Bitch!
Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you again. We take perjury very seriously. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies.
Did that sound cool in your head, Your Honor?
I did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I put the dramatic pause there. Was it cool? I heard the mayor groan and eat behind the voting screen there. I did not want to interrupt. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying.
Your Honor, did you just verbally wink while calling perjury a crime?
So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
Like a creep.
Voyeurism
Like a
is the new
weirdo.
chic.
Voyeurism is chic. Voyeurism.
From behind the screen. From in the closet. Why, yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there.
Just so. He could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch.
From behind, you say?
Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events, rather than an actual third party.
This guy is as slippery as an eel.
Apollo, you think he's telling the truth?
Well, Athena, did you watch the opening cutscene? Do you think he's telling the truth? God. Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much must be true.
The defense may cross-examine on... What?
What?
I I do not remember the monstrous turnabout being this fucking freaky.
Yes, voyeurisme.
Voyeurisme!
Voyeurisme, Your Honor. I don't
Like,
know what to
he's
call
like,
judges,
yes, Your Honor,
but-
voyeurisme!
The judge is looking down at his script going, Jesus
No.
Christ.
There's no fucking way. He's like, Really?
The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness.
So apparently in France, you
Oh,
refer...
just
Sorry.
stop right there.
Sorry, apparently...
No, I'm so sorry. I just thought it was really funny to say that.
But apparently in France, you refer to judges as Monsieur le Président.
Mr. President.
French people aren't real. I swear to God.
The only valid French person is Benjamin Hunter. Send tweet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck, what are we doing? I've still been paying attention to this. Okay, what I saw there up
That was
close
absolutely horrifying. You're gonna have
was
to cross
absolutely
that.
horrifying. What could it be?
What did you see?
Hold it!
Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
No. Huh?
Okay.
And what exactly would you like details about, Monsieur Justice?
The Moida way.
Could you describe the state of the weapons that had been used at the scene?
The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Hugh.
Lucky man.
Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Merton. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
Alright, the statue. Why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring?
Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the murder had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill.
A broken statue next to a bloody corpse. Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, hey! Do you consider his statement to be of any importance?
Yeah. Fucking sure, man.
A statue had fallen to the floor. It was a token of goodwill celebrating the municipal merger.
No, the fuck it wasn't. No, shut up.
Objection!
Shut up!
Objection, shut up. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly could you mean?
You said this statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Is that
Oh,
correct?
Tu parles français?
No. Athena, Athena, do you know any French slurs?
Athena,
Wait,
kill
wait.
him.
Athena, kill him in French. Wait, I. What's the screenshot from Breath of the Wild? Where it's like, French is such a beautiful language.
What?
And it was for like the water something, but it was like FHEOT. It was like Fagot du Bois, and everyone was like, oh.
Oh, I mean, like the biggest funny thing when I was learning French in middle school was the seal in the shower.
Was being fuck, yeah.
Yeah, the seal in the shower is le fuck à la douche.
they didn't teach us shower. He taught us seal. He didn't teach us shower.
But and then there's the other one, and Italian also has this issue. But what do you think the word bassoon is in French? Am I allowed to say it? It's Pride Month. I'm allowed to say it. So if you ever look at an older score, like a music score, you will you will just encounter the word like fuck, and you're like, what? Excuse me? And
What?
And it stands for fagot, which means bassoon. So in other words, I think Florent Lebel plays bassoon, but
new homophobic dog meme just dropped. You look like you play bassoon.
Mr. Lebel plays bassoon.
In Italian specifically.
In Italian. Well, no, in French too. Fagot.
Or in French. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
You look like you play
no.
bassoon.
In Italian, it's fagotti.
Aw.
But so yeah, Florent Lebel plays bassoon, and Kitsuragi gets to wear the jacket. So
Yay!
it is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill, as if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter?
Every game. It's someone. So, how did you really know that this statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
Quoi? Justice Jono, explain yourself and make it quick.
Yes, sir.
You have 3 minutes. This statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
A secret? Whatever do you mean?
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. Lebel, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
What do you mean, where?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form, right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken.
How dare you!
Mr. Justice, are you accusing? Fuck me, dude. Come on! Come on! Are you accusing the witness of a crime? Yes! Where did everyone go? Kate?
I'm here. I'm just in so much fucking disbelief right now.
Oh, friendship ended with Apollo character assassination. The judge character assassination is my new best friend.
I'm eyeballing the vodka in my closet right now. I'm so serious. Yes! Yes, I am! Florent Lebel, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby!
Ah!
to spell it out that hard!
Order, order. Nothing like this has ever happened before in my court.
You've been a judge! For at least 13 fucking years!
Way longer than that.
What do you fucking mean? What do you fucking mean?
Of all the things to break us, it's the judge being like, "Are you accusing this man of a crime, Mr. LaBelle? You've been accused of murder!" Oh my fucking god. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
How could you possibly accuse moi, the embodiment of pute?
She'd be so for real right now.
Way to go, Apollo! This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico!
We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. We've known it the entire fucking case. Please admit it.
Silence.
Blackwell,
What?
please! Baby girl, please!
Blackwell, save me, Blackwell.
No, Blackwell isn't saving us right now. He's extending it. Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Simon. Can I call you Simon? Simon. A fucking level with me here. Is this like... Is this hell? Did I do something?
Objection!
What the fuck are you talking about? His alibi was already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
Why could he... Oh my god, I can't read. Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Cuby told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like.
You can't just say it though.
I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection.
Yeah,
Get his
right.
ass.
He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime. It has? Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapsed therein, and no one else. Oh.
Fuck.
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Laurent Lebel could not possibly have been in that locked room. No! Actually, I think it would be funnier
Fuck!
if Blackwell was just like Florent Lebel. you
Florent
expect
Lebel.
me to say it in the French accent? How dare you?
I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle?
The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your boldness?
Does seem awfully conclusive. The facts point to the defendant and the victim being the only people in that room. However, the defendant has already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
He literally said nuh-uh.
Well,
You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in the charade is over, Justice Dono.
but
Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons.
Feels
trial
like
is
it
already
has.
lasting an eternity.
It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice.
Did somebody say justice? It's me.
Hi,
Fulbright.
it's me, Bobby Fulbright. That's fucking me. Jesus Christ. A point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. Can we get out of here, please?
Please.
This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma.
Hold it!
Bobby, it's me. Bobby.
It you must hold. My time is at hand, it would seem.
Yes!
Yay! Mayor Tenma.
Counselor, a matter to which I must testify there is. I recall it now, for your good graces only.
Counselor. Me. Has he finally remembered what happened before he took that blow to his head?
That boot to the head.
Ah!
Bailiff, don't just stand there, seize him!
Don't just stand there, man. Kiss her. It's so good! I can't restrain him! Ah!
Meekins! Know me and despair. For Tenmataro am I, demon lord of the yokai.
Bars.
Mr. Justice, do something!
Why me? Since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he's a yokai.
Well, when you put it like that, I can't fucking see it. When you put it that way, I've given up on the voices.
Don't worry about it.
Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. I don't know. A lot of shit. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Unprecedented and an absurdity, more like.
Nuh-uh. No, we've done weirder.
No, we done weirder. Let's
We
be
done
real,
weirder.
let's be real.
We cross-examined a literal ghost one time.
All right, then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say Mr. Tenmatara, your testimony, please. Speak of recollections most real, I shall. Courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Caw, 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 caw. How did it go? Your tits let me grab. Barely conscious
Checking
of
for
being
cancer,
there.
I am.
Checking for cancer, I am. Amid the dark. Cross-examination, Allegro, save me. Save me.
Save me.
Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind. And on the other, the nine-tailed fox, my mortal enemy. Good luck with that shit. So, is the defendant asserting the room he was in was dark at the time? Strange as it may be, yes, indeed. In darkness all was.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tenmataro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah! I call animal abuse, Your Honor!
It would seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Honestly, there's a moment that Blackwell has in this game that I feel like he should just do right now.
Blackwell, kill.
I can't wait for that. Yes, well, truth be told, a bit fuzzy my host's recollections still are. As if half dreamt. That happening lingers in his mind.
Apollo, maybe I can help here.
Really? Oh, you mean gameplay?
Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart.
Discord, I'm howling on the moon.
I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event.
Ba-da-doom. Okay. I just hope our fightings don't come back to haunt us. Again.
Controversial opinion, but the Skype ringtone kinda slapped.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it
Oh, yeah,
does,
of
yeah.
course.
Boom, boom, doom, 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 boom, boom.
Yeah. Alright, gameplay.
Gameplay.
Sorry.
Damien down there is!
Oh my god, there it is! Oh, yeah, so this is the same testimony, but now you get to do gameplay. I know, for once, you don't have to go through the explanation.
Oh, they
Gay?
fucking.
Oh, they
Oh, they
fucking!
fucking!
Oh, they fucking!
Oh, they fucking! Fuck, I forgot to hit Q. Shit, shut up. Shut up. I don't want to fucking hear it.
You must.
I know! Shut your fucking mouth!
Apollo, I'm just trying to help.
I know, you're doing great, sweetie. God just pissed me off. Whatever bitch that's puppeteering my emotions fucked it up. Whoever's controlling my voodoo doll that didn't put enough stuffing in the ass.
Yamazaki, the demiurge of this land. You must.
When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also something like ecstasy as well.
Ecstasy. Keep some in my robe, I do. Perhaps it was ecstasy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. What the fuck? That was weird. I was like, what is happening? Shutting down.
Shutting down. Rebooting. Whoop!
A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence. And then light there was.
Ow.
Checking for
We
breast
like
cancer,
it.
am I? Jax is funnier. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
A creaking door. Sure it wasn't the fucking bed frame? Oh, you must be talking about the Forbidden Chamber door. It does make a lot of noise.
Especially when you're fucking against it.
Especially when you're fucking against it.
So this means the Forbidden Chamber really was opened.
I think
Opened my forbidden chamber, he did!
Found the hole, he did!
I can't believe it's taken that long to get that, to reach that joke.
But what about the sudden light he described?
An orgasm that was! I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tenmataro towering overhead. maybe the mayor wasn't really in the Fox Chamber at the time of the crime. What? Mr. Mayor! Did the darkness that you were in happen to be here?
So,
What?
in the darkness, he saw Tenmataro looming overhead.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it.
yeah.
Okay. What? Okay. Sure.
Take that!
The Forbidden Chamber, you found it!
Ah!
Was it not the Fox Chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. That terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tenmataro you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber statue.
Why, yes, that would explain it. The darkness, and the staff in the demon's grasp.
But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Oh, fucking no. Maybe he was seeing shit, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai.
Fantastico, Apollo! It's entirely possible! In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events. Wow, I love Disco Elysium!
Can't wait for that.
Can't wait! I cannot wait! That's our reward for getting through this shit!
Yes.
Sorry, anyway.
Misremember, you say? Think, let me. Believe I do. Remember now. I remember now.
But
Wait, I usually know how the cadence goes. Not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing Ninetales.
what? The amazing Ninetales. Dream like you had a fucking concussion.
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the amazing Ninetales who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
I gotta look up here for breast cancer.
Noise level 69%.
Sorry I asked.
The amazing Ninetales? But that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah. Why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information. Let me enter it and run an update.
Barely conscious was danger in the Forbidden Chamber. Amid the darkness, a mighty statue of Tenmataro loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open, and a shaft did pierce the gloom.
I'll come back to that in a second.
The amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue. God, it was every man. It was my dream.
Ugh. That's when Apollo came to rescue me.
Press Q, you must. We're gonna do that every single time.
Every time, because I will forget every single time.
New bit, new bit, new bit.
When the amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, or whatever the fuck, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, something of that nature I do recollect. The Fiend's Cape of Red, I believe it was. For when I did behold it, a great weight of sadness did what?
Inexplicitly?
The fuck are you on about?
That's
Doesn't
not
say wash over me.
What the fuck do you mean inexplicitly?
Inexplicitly. Janet Sue, what were you cooking?
Janet Sue, what were you
There
cooking,
were a lot
honey?
of typos in Dual Destinies, I will say, when it first
There
came
were,
out. Like,
yeah, they fixed most of them
yeah, but I think
in this release.
I don't think they fixed this one.
Okay,
Inexplicitly.
inexplicit is a word, not explicit, clear, or precise. It's vague.
No, like it is a word, but I don't think it's the correct.
No, it's not the correct
I think it's
word.
inexplicably.
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Inexplicable.
because it means, it not explicit, clear, precise, or vague. So it means a great wave of sadness did vaguely wash over me. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be like, no, that's weird.
Janet Sue, honey.
Imbreviate. That's not a word.
A cape of red. As blood?
Apollo, we've reduced the noise level.
Is blood?
Cow is white as milk. The cape is red as blood. The hair is yellow as corn. The slipper is pure as gold.
But there's still a little left.
Mayor Tenma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
We wish to go to the Faf? The Faf? The King?
The Faf?
Why indeed?
What could this mean?
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the ass.
So you can't get it wrong, okay, player?
Something this obvious could arise when someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do.
Kill him.
You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so it's basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay. Time to...
Alright. The door did open, and the shaft pierced me. Alright. Now that's fucking wrong. Because, as we all know...
He doesn't fucking wear a
capes.
cape.
No cap.
No
Objection!
capes. You said the Amazing Ninetales' cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I believe it... A red cape, I believe it was. Oh.
Goodness save me. Mayor Tenma! Does this cape look red to you?
That certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Ah, well, nevertheless. Upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy feel.
I think it was blood dripping into your eyes, bro.
And I thought to myself, the Amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with his memory.
Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the Amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? I know. Was it this fucking thing? What the fuck?
Don't overthink it.
I am very much overthinking it. Was it fucking blood dripping into your eye, honey? Because that's my guess. It's either blood dripping into your eye or the hairspray getting sprayed in your fucking face.
Let me know if you want me to tell you.
Please, I'm stuck between two.
It's this one.
Okay, is it just the fucking blood dripping into your fucking eyeball? Something red that could produce a deep sadness.
Me when I look at Apollo Justice in Dual Destiny. Hey!
Hey! Could it be, Mr. Tenma, that what you saw was the Alderman's blood?
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood. It's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the Alderman's bloody body.
Ah!
Oh, you were at a stupid angle for some reason. Okay, that, sure. However, you have to force that, honey.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
His noise level is down to 0. He remembered seeing a bloody corpse. Good job, Apollo.
I know. Nice.
Nice. Does this mean the amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB?
But the Alderman was the amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Suicide, Athena. Suicide. Hey, I asked you first.
Suicide via bilocation. Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a complicated matter. Yeah, it's your fault, Apollo. Everyone hates your pussy.
It's not complicated, Your Honor.
It's just stupid.
It's just... Listen, I think what it is at this point is that, like... Yeah, true. But at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence.
I think this would be more bearable if you didn't fucking tell us what it was.
Yeah, I think it's so like clear from the beginning that everything doesn't really feel fun because it's just like it just feels like work to get to the thing we already know.
Yeah.
It feels like
they definitely fucked up because they've only done that in like they do that sometimes in
twice.
Like, they did it in the first turnabout.
They did in the first turnabout. They did it in Turnabout Sisters.
And the thing is about like Turnabout Sisters is it's a lot shorter. It's a lot shorter than this case. And B, you like granted, we do get Simon, and Simon is the saving grace at this point. But like it Turnabout Sisters, you know, like the stakes were really high, like despite it being a relatively short case because it was somebody that you knew, and then
even when you meet Red White again, you're like, oh, this is someone who's like above the law. Like this is, you know, like there's a lot more to that.
Yeah, and it's like you get Maya, and then you get Edgeworth, and all of that. So it's just like introducing these really, really amazing like long-staying characters too is really helpful, where like we really only get like Simon and like kind of Bobby in this one because we already met Athena.
Yeah.
So
It's sort of like Turnabout Sisters knows it's throwing a lot at you that you're gonna have to pay attention to, so not needing to figure out the murderer, like kind of like knowing who it is up front, that gives your brain enough room to kind of be like, okay, so this is Maya, this is all her shit, this is like Mia's shit that she was working on, here's this little, you know, gay boy over here that like, and you get to wonder, like, so you're not paying attention, or you don't have to figure out the who. You can still you don't even really have to figure out the how. You can kind of figure out like the why, I think is the fun part in Sisters. But like Turnabout Sisters throws so much at you that you need the brain space to let the narrative hooks like dig themselves in. And I think
you don't have the same emotional stakes
exactly
in Monstrous. You don't really, at the end of the day, care
I don't give a
about
fuck.
the characters and like those particular characters in this case.
Because like it doesn't feel like. Granted, I don't know the plot of Dual Destinies, right? It doesn't feel like it doesn't. It feels like the only person here that's not us who matters is Blackwell, and that's just because and Fulbright. But that's just because we know the Ace Attorney formula of like whoever the prosecutor is in the second case and whoever the detective is that shows up, those are going to be your long stays. Everyone else does not necessarily matter. And so I think
this was definitely a case where they're like, we're in this was like Dual Destinies was designed a lot in the early, especially in the early part of the game, to be a new player's first Ace Attorney game.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier of like so this was meant to be like a completely like stranger to the series.
I 100% see this working way better and being a lot more interesting if this is your game. But if you're on 5, starting over from scratch like this and just being held the whole time just is a fucking slog.
It's a fucking slog. Because, and like, here's the thing, even, like, they have to do this exact same thing with Taga, right? Because, like, Taga even came out a little bit later and is a completely new set of bitches. But the thing is that
and that game structurally is completely different, though.
Exactly. They have so much more shit they have to introduce in that game. And so I think what they did
is 3 cases dedicated to tutorial.
Exactly. But they make it so fucking compelling because like the first case is you meet all these bitches and you like kind of, you know, relearn or learn like the ropes. Second case, they hit you in the fucking face with the world's saddest tragedy, and you're like, okay, sure. And also Herlock Sholmes is there.
You learn how to investigate.
And 3, you get to London.
Is fucking goated.
And everything is different in London, and so they have to teach you how that works, and you have to meet even more people, and it's this whole thing. I think this case specifically in Dual Destinies, as you said, relies a lot on being a new generation's Turnabout Sisters, except forgot to put in all the things that made Turnabout Sisters good. They were like, you know what would be fun if we included Japanese spirits and showed the murderer whacking someone over the head and like set up the deceased's relative as the accused for murder, who has this thing with like ghosts and like, you know, is this whole, you know, has this whole thing going on with her religion, and we're gonna shit talk it like a little bit, but like, I mean, when we did it before it was like bantery, and now here it's totally not, just like rude, and we're gonna introduce, you know, like, and this whole fucking thing, I think you got
classic Yamazaki yapping trademark, where like people take like 4 lines to talk about something that only should take 1.
Exactly.
I was like, save me, Shu Takumi, and you're pacing, save me.
Please.
Anyway, like, I know we're shit talking right now. There is some good stuff coming up. So
yeah.
Like, and I mean good stuff in the rest of this trial too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know. And we, like, I promise I'll read this line and be done with this. But yeah, God, it's just like, not to say that, you know, like Shu Takumi's an infallible person, but if he's got something right, his pacing is just immaculate.
His writing in general is just more
But anyway.
Yeah.
Hoi, I'm Temmie. I've never played Undertale. So
when I have it.
Let's do it.
I tried and was very bad at it, and I have a very low frustration tolerance, so no, I don't. I know the whole story. My autism manifests in very interesting ways, and that is, I think that dying in video games is a personal failure, so I refuse to do that.
You got the Ace Attorney autism, not the Undertale autism.
Yes, yes. Don't you think this strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said not about seeing the amazing Ninetales there.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
I think it's also funny. I'm so sorry. It's funny me talking shit about this dual Destiny supporter of the three of us. Like, I also will be like,
listen, you can support it and still be like, there are faults. You
oh yeah, for
still
sure.
say you like something and acknowledge its faults.
The rest of the cases I really like. Well, Countdown is I can take and leave. This one is meh. The rest I'm looking forward to.
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle there either. It's so weird. Who really was in that room then?
Will the defense care to share any theories with the court? Can you explain the inconsistencies between the defense testimony and his daughters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, of course I can explain it. Because if I don't, we're fucked.
If I don't, this case is gonna go on for another 3 hours. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. Fair warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this.
Is that it? Well,
we've only been here
I
for
mean,
2 hours.
so, that's more of a threat to yourself. My head's not very good. What about a good old-fashioned penalty? Why do I have to suck your dick?
Well, Mr. Justice, let's see that dick sucking.
First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We also know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So let us consider the following question. If the facts point to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the scene, why did Jinxie Tenma see the victim and her father, Mayor Tenma?
A very good question indeed, and I suppose...
Sadly, you would be supposing wrong.
You think she could have mistaken LaBelle for the mayor?
Well, if she did, then the question is, why did she do that? It's fucking stupid.
What about that explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts the Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has, in fact, misremembered the event, what could made her do so?
The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma. How the fuck did he do that? Girl, you changed your jawline so good.
Silence.
Justice Dono, he would have had to change his jawline so good. That is a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly unalike. His jawline would have had to been changed so good. How could you explain that away with a mere disguise?
Yes, they both do have they are both incredibly distinct.
Maybe the disguise completely hid his face?
I think Jinxie would have mentioned if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was that sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it?
Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of?
I think a fuck! You killed me, dude!
He's dead. Are you okay, Apollo?
I'm...
I love that her screen. Look at her screen. It's the fucking Switch UI.
I'm...
She's just like she's like playing like Smash Bros.
She's playing Stardew Valley. I'm not fine, am I?
Not Daijobu des.
Daijobu janai.
Whoa!
Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way, your boldness, your verdict, if you will.
Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further argument.
Oh, what's even left for me to do?
Apollo, remember what Mr. Wright always says.
Use your gorilla grip coochie to
Coochie.
prove that you have...
When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down.
I don't think that's it, Athena.
Yaku 10.
Turn the case upside down.
10 your Gyakus.
I was about to say, you're gonna Yaku that 10 so bad.
He would have to Gyaku that 10 so good! He does say that, doesn't he? I don't quite see how it applies here.
When you can't figure it out,
Turn the fucking
receipt.
paper! Still never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it.
God,
And rather...
stupid receipt. I think about that a lot. He had it set to M for Maya when he should have had it set to W.
W for
receipt.
receipt. Here's the thing. The thing about it. The thing about the fucking receipt. He does look at it. The first time he picks it up, he flips it over and he's like, oh, it's a department store receipt. Whatever. Flips it over and oh, fuck, it says Maya on it. And then we never fucking...
Well, to be fair, if you were in that situation...
Oh, now we're fighting for realism. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, if there's a game that you could claim has at least some stake in reality, it's Ace Attorney 1.
Touche. And rather than she didn't tell anyone about the disguise.
Just ignore the
maybe-
channeling part. and the
Ignore it.
parrot.
Maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
Now we're gonna handhold you
Arrester's
so you know
mask?
what it is. Arrester's
Arrest-
mask! Oh god.
Arrester's
It's
mask.
chugging. It's chugging. It's chugging.
There we go.
Fucking
fucking
Arrester's
cold.
mask.
Something cold.
What about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others. Can these facts turn things around? More at 11. Me when I rest. Ah! Ah!
They literally did not trust you at all to come to that conclusion, did they?
No, because it's stupid. We got it all
I think-
backwards.
I don't think it's a bad plot twist, but they really don't. They really.
They do not trust you.
They do not trust you to come to that conclusion.
Jesus Christ. Apollo?
I think we might have made a huge mistake.
What, buying dual destinies? Your
Other than
boldness.
that.
I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. The defense has no proof. They never did, and they never will.
That seems I must announce my verdict.
Shut up! I do have proof.
Do you now?
All right, this better be good, Mr. Justice.
We've been here for too long. We can solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. That's the verbiage we're using. Why Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. Can we just say around? It's fewer syllables.
Take that!
Ugh. What absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash!
Insert
all-
Britishism here.
Ergo! We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Tenma Taro. That's why we believed the mayor killed the alderman in his lust.
Ayo.
And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards.
Let's go. Announce the truth.
Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Taro at all. He was the amazing Ninetales.
What's this?
What's this? There's white shit everywhere.
You'd best explain yourself, Justice Doe.
Flabbergasted.
And from where you derived such a far-fetched conclusion.
Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the amazing Ninetales. She couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her,
I love this picture so much.
oh my god. Unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent the Belle in disguise.
Silence!
This is like that fucking, what's it called? I know, right?
My dad was
My
wearing his
dad was
fursuit.
This is like that fucking Zootopia comic.
The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection!
No.
No, remember Mr. LaBelle had his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build, too? And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence!
What?
Accent and all! I think they mean like the Bane effect.
No, I mean like the build though.
Oh,
Yeah, just fucking pad up.
Pad
I
up.
guess, but oh well.
I don't know.
You've
I
seen
mean,
his
honestly,
fucking shoulders?
I know. I was about to say, like, actually, when you look at the suit and shit, like, yeah, I could see it.
Why did she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection!
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him.
But that's not gonna stop us from outing him in court.
That's different. This is court. We have no respect for wrestlers. This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room.
And by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. Make a comic.
Make a manga! First, Mr. LaBelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Sure, I'll pull that out of my ass once the alderman was out cold.
The
Remember
opening
this?
cutscene happened.
Do you remember this? Do you remember this shit player that we showed you fucking 30 minutes ago? That's when Mr. LaBelle killed him. Next, he took the mayor, whom he had also drugged, into the Forbidden Chamber. Then he returned to the Fox Chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the amazing Ninetales' mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. LaBelle then let out a scream. This really is the sure, let's go with that. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene.
So then, the person who said I killed Alderman Kyubi was.
It's so good. I don't know. I find it so, I find this picture so charming.
The slow fade.
It
It's so
is.
good.
A furry!
I love it.
Yep, that was Florent
This
LaBelle
is
in
e-
disguise.
This is even the best part of the case yet.
The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
Yeah, game of all time, actually. No, for real.
This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering.
Objection.
Nuh-uh.
No, you twisted fuck. This time you.
You're
Right. This time, you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my fucking case.
Oh shit.
Once Miss Tenma left the scene,
Excuse me, adults are talking.
adults are talking. Mr. LaBelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber so he could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber.
Oh, so the amazing Nine Tails the mayor saw was.
Right, it was LaBelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. LaBelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled, Mr. Filch in his Tenmataro disguise ran as fast as he could away from the room.
This is incredibly contrived.
As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma a scare of her life in the hallway. With no one left to witness the...
Nobody is allowed to be mad about Taga 1-2 ever again if they've ever played this.
With no one left to... People are mad about Taga 1 too?
Yes, they are.
What?
It's stupid. Anyway, continue.
With no one left to witness the events that had occurred. This is just reunion and turnabout, but worse. Mr. LaBelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber.
Sure, let's go with that.
Then, after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. LaBelle threw the mask out the window and fled the room.
Silence.
For this absurd theory to work, it requires that the defendant be the amazing Nine Tails. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. That such an individual could possibly be the amazing Nine Tails is preposterous.
Objection.
But he didn't want to go through with it.
The mayor was
was
blackmailed. The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Nine Tails.
Ugh, this is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot.
Fucking
Except
you
for
and me.
Yamazaki.
You and me. No one except a killer as insane in his plot. And I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
I mean, look at him. He's French.
I mean, fucking look at him. Look at the way he slurps up his soup. What an
Foolish
asshole.
mortal. It is at your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. Jinxie will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Nine Tails, aren't you?
Hold it!
Hold it? Hold it.
Hold it. You have quite the active imagination.
He is not the amazing knight. He is Yoda.
This case really is like, let's just slap all the bangers from the original trilogy into like one. But they didn't really like...
They didn't decide to make it coherent.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
All
you
you
can
need is
see all
just-
the little bits and pieces of other cases, and you're like, okay, yeah. But it's like, this
All
has
you
the
need is,
exact...
Go ahead.
This has the exact opposite problem as, what was it? There was another Ace Attorney case where it was like really, really good, and then it fumbled the landing so bad.
Serenade.
Was it I was gonna say Serenade, but I wasn't sure. But like
No,
this
Serenade,
has
Serenade is really, really good, and then the last trial goes on forever because they forgot how to pace.
yeah. This is the exact opposite of that. This is like, I guess,
It's boring.
would say
until the final
Succession.
trial where it's like kind of okay.
yeah, where it's like, okay, I'm seeing how it's coming together. Where was this energy like the other 75% of this case?
Yes.
Sure,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
interesting. This is political intrigue. Whatever, it's fun. But like, you're
Yeah,
kind of like
I'm totally with you there.
duct taping it on, right? You're kind of like, what is it? I saw this, but you're kind of like flex sealing it on right at the end there.
I like
Yeah.
I like on paper. I like pretty much everything in Destinies. I think the execution of the pacing of it is probably its biggest issue in most cases.
The idea of being blackmailed into a merger, not wanting to go through with it, like your daughter being at risk if you don't make this huge political move, so you have to like sabotage yourself in a way
Yeah.
to like
By
protect
creating
her,
alternate
and
identity,
then like
yeah.
that's really, really cool. Like that I could see. It feels like an investigations case, but like in the bad way. It feels like,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, it feels like
okay. The better version of this centers on like maybe there's like some real emotional turmoil between Jinxie and Damien. Like Damien loves her. She is like angry at him for like going through with the merger, and she is a fan of Ninetales. Can't tell her that he is the amazing Ninetales because it's all for like her protection.
yes.
That's the better version of it. That's the
That
more
is
emotionally
absolutely the better
driven
version
of this case.
Yes. It's just they were focused so much on the wrestling thing. Which has fucking that could have been replaced with like they focused so much on like the yokai part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To like, and then they were like, oh fuck, we gotta bring it back to like the actual political intrigue of it. And so it kind of it almost feels like most of this case was just like a waste, because right at the end they were like, oh, that actually had nothing to fucking do with this case at all. It's like, then why
Why
did we spend
spotlight you're thinking of?
this much time on it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Quite the active imagination.
it's okay. One of my favorite parts is coming up.
Mayor Tenma is not the amazing Ninetale.
Objection!
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet?
But that's just
And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now.
what?
Why you? Dare reveal the secret, you would.
Oh, my good friends, the aldermen, told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth, what with the superstitions, now would it?
The truth behind Tamataro? What's he talking about?
So go ahead, say it. Say I am the amazing Ninetales, I dare you.
Objection!
Wait! Will somebody please explain what's going on here?
What's happening?
Poor Apollo.
We're on Jeopardy! What is happening?
The big case he gets in Dual Destiny, and it's this one.
Apollo,
I
honey,
just-
I'm so sorry!
I just realized he changed his hair again. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
Mayor
he needs to be
Tenma-
blonde to prove that he was blonde at the crime.
Mayor Tenma would do anything to keep the truth behind Tenmataro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that has been kept secret by the village superstition.
And if the mayor admits to being the amazing Ninetales, you'll expose the truth? He's gay?
Vraiment. I won't have him walking free because of some nonsense you made up.
I have like a thought here about like the comparison between this whole thing where they just like dismiss the superstitions out of hand versus like the theme in Takumi's writing about like that revealing the truth can be painful and like even like emotionally damaging or you know like wreck someone's world view, but like there's still good and value to come from that versus this, which is kind of like flippant, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what now, Justice Stoner? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle.
Show you who's useless.
Apollo, don't you dare give up now!
I know! Your Honor! Your Honor! I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case.
You do have a point there. Please answer this court, Mr. LaBelle. Is the defendant the Amazing Nine? Alright.
The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Denman. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I would kill him.
Just like I killed Alderman Q. Wait.
Fuck!
I will expose the truth behind Denmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say.
Also, the better version of this case would actually, like, go full hog and have, fucking what's-his-face be the actual killer. Filch.
Yes! Yes! Fucking get him out of the way quick and then bring back this guy and then bring Filch back. Like, that would be fucking annoying slightly, but it would be so much more interesting. Talk about out of the pot and into the fire.
Very funny.
That's right, the mayor will be found guilty for sure.
Honestly speaking, if Mayor David Tenma's not the ninth, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. We have made the victory contingent on you proving.
And let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular.
There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere.
Gotta be a hole in that man somewhere.
There's gotta be some way to fuck it. I don't even know where to start.
Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself.
But if he admits it, LaBelle's gonna expose the secret behind Tenmataro. Ugh, we're so close, I know it.
Do the
The
thing.
defense may cross with them and the witness.
Do the thing.
Alright.
Right, I do that. Alright.
For once, we're not spending 40 minutes before we get to...
True
okay.
identity is not mayor.
No.
The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Tenmataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon the
Alright, why?
Superstitions say. Why? Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him.
Do not gaze upon the
Do not gaze upon the Isn't that what the village superstitions say?
Exactement. Telling others what Denmataro looks like would reveal the truth. That's why the superstitions were written down in the first place.
And ruin coming to the village if you free him? Is that a warning not to expose the truth?
Bingo. Where's the Kasabi? And the truth is, Denmataro is a great greed-inspiring fortune. That's what the old battle over Ninetales Vale is all about.
Tenmataro is a great fortune. Come to think of it.
Super Mario the 1,000-Year Door.
So fucking cold. It's cold as fuck.
There's an amazing treasure in there.
Could Tenmataro actually be Mayor Tenma? telling the villagers that Tenmataro is a terrifying yokai. That's what has scared them away from the forbidden chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure has been kept secret all this time.
Well. Well.
Man, you're giving Fulbright a run for his money there.
God damn.
It seems our ace attorney
Ba-da-ba!
has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed.
You just said it though.
You said it!
You said it.
So, you just told us that it's treasure, so now you no longer have blackmail material.
You
Fuck! Mayor Tenma looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do.
Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Tenmataro exists. That's why the secret must be protected.
As long as Tenmataro exists, huh?
This is the acest of attorneys that we're playing as right now, so.
Yeah,
Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony.
I know. I don't get it. Okay, but does
Except
it
here's the
still exist
thing.
anymore?
No!
It got fucking stolen.
Dipshit!
Objection!
Is
Mr. LaBelle.
Azuki Kozo a pun? I don't remember that. Did we agree on that?
Azuki Kozo?
I don't think so.
It's just the original name, I presume.
Probably. I can look it up. Continue.
Mr. LaBelle, what if Tenmataro no longer existed? Revealing the
What if
truth
it
would
was
no longer be an
What
issue,
if it was
would
all a dream? But if you close your
Close your
eyes,
eye.
Azuki Kozo
Dual
like
Destiny
becomes...
fades from the compilation.
From the
Does it
lineup, does it almost feel like
nah.
nothing changed at all?
Azuki Kozo likely comes from the Azukirai yokai from Japanese folklore.
Oh,
Even the
okay.
character's appearance closely resembles traditional depictions of Azukirai.
Okay, so it's like the same kind of like Tanuki-esque yokai that it's based on.
Mm. If Tenmataro no longer existed... What on earth?
Oh, there's
What
the
on-
goose.
What on earth are you talking about?
Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Oh, haven't you heard? Tenmataro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't get to do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there.
Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place.
Sorry, but I have proof that Tenmataro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure. Take a look at these trucks.
What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. Yippee!
The Creatura! We found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of his crimes.
Are you suggesting that Tenmataro has been stolen?
Yep. This cunt's grandfather, a master thief, was the culprit.
And by that idiot moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less. You! No! The beautiful golden Tenmataro!
The greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetail's Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma?
The root of the tragedy would seem to be gone. In fact, the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting, I now Speaking of Tenmataro, he must have been. For he said to me, the gold ingot was gone.
The gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Tenmataro's true form?
According to the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is the yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Nine-Tailed Vale. In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Nine-Tailed land that would become Tenma Town. The dragon villagers mad with greed did that grateful.
So that actually kind of makes sense with like the immigrants like setting up the new town, like because they bought using. That actually kind of ties in.
Yeah.
Later was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed. My ancestors' gold became as a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. As it was that the yokai Tenmataro came to be.
So Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. So really, it wasn't problematic that we were, calling them shit this entire time, because they were bullshit anyway. See, we're not problematic. We weren't making fun of, immigrants' beliefs. See, it's fine. I'm being sarcastic.
Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things.
Yeah, definitely it's a different implication when you give it this backstory and set it in America as opposed to in Japan, where I guess it originally is, right?
Mm-hmm.
The yokai, the town, and the mayor all the same. Well, it's all derived from that, right? Like the mayor, like this is like his family who started the town, right? So it's named after them. And the yokai then is named after the, all that.
Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than...
Well, you know what they say. The love of money is the root of all evil.
My ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Nine-Tailed. I think so terrible that...
Yes, the true yokai all along was capitalism. You got it.
Yay!
Tenmataro.
A monster just as terrible had to be created to keep it a secret. We have not put love for those from village to which we owe. Tenma Town would never seek to take over Nine-Tailed.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. That's not the attitude I would use.
Mr. Mayor, Your Honor, just like 5 minutes.
Just
Shut your mouth.
Keep on. Just keep going, Mr. Justice. Just keep going.
Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenmataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You're gay, aren't you?
No! Don't do it! Please, no! S'il vous plaît!
Be gone, you demented demon!
Now where was I?
The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Nine-Tailed,
Yeah!
is indeed me!
Yeah!
Yeah, brother!
Yeah!
Yeah, brother! Yeah!
And that means Jinxie!
Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the fox chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Nine-Tails mask?
That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to Alderman QB that day, so it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
My beautiful daughter, Jinxie, who has every disease.
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the Alderman.
Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than LaBelle's scheme.
So, just because you lampshade it doesn't mean it's good. Even in Curitis.
You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through.
Stop it! The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. This play case wouldn't be nearly as stupid if it were the blood of a token. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB. But Flora LaBelle did.
Oh, you peso!
Silence.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this case end.
Jesus Christ, Frenchman. Justice, dunno. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me.
I'm sorry, is this like a Packer trans man comparison here? Is that what's...
Or have
Continue.
this battlefield for a training ground.
Everyone else just hear an angelic voice. It's so true.
What's this guy want now?
Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone, as though it were butter.
Ew.
But you've only blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a
Something about that blade cutting through this cake. He has you there, Mr. Justice. After all, in a court of law,
Evidence is
is everything.
But
They're right.
Law.
Let's see some evidence.
Oh, here we go.
Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits.
Poppy, for our sakes, please get the taser.
I just heard like this scream and it was my cat. Hi, Bobby. I know. We're almost done.
It's Taka.
Taka!
Now present your conclusive evidence. Or don't you have any?
Ah, fuck. Do I have anything conclusive?
Yaha.
Yaha.
Yo-ho, yo-ho.
Here we go.
Evidence. Oh, I have evidence.
You do?
Of course. It's just the conclusive evidence we need, too.
Here we go.
I'm gonna finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice!
I'm now Sans Undertale. Go into my eyes. Yes.
Okay,
Revisualization, my beloved.
let's make a manga, motherfuckers! Let's review
Let's
the
fucking
facts.
go.
The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But, as we know now, of course, we were way off. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why, when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapsed at the scene, she mistook him for her father. Those are the facts, as we have revealed. However, Monsieur LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. I'm tucking my hair behind my ear. Hello. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues?
So the hand cream had whose fingerprints on it?
That was Filch, I think.
Yes. So
So that
therefore,
doesn't prove shit.
No.
Ergo.
Ergo.
You'll get penalized if you click the wrong thing.
The fucking Danganronpa.
I know.
I was gonna say that was just Danganronpa, baby.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying that's Danganronpa, baby. Oh, I know. The Amazing Ninetales mask. It was found washed up along the river.
I was about to say, like, this is functionally Hajime.
This is straight up like if you were making the manga as you went instead of like this is snowboarding.
Yeah.
What about the hair left in the mask? Who would it belong to? The one with white hair, perhaps? But it couldn't have been. 'Cause he never put it on. Brain blast!
I know. It's literally.
See you, space
This
cowboy.
See you, Space Cowboy!
No, literally, this is my favorite. It's fucking.
This is
Jimmy
the end of
Neutron's
Hangman's
Blade
Gambit, is what
meets-
this is.
Meets Hajime Hinata Pro Skater. Oh, it's so good.
That hair is for all the bells. Yes! Now that's what I call conclusive evidence 37.
God, I love revisualization. It's such a small thing, but like, it's one of
It
those
is
little
very,
things
it is a
I'm like,
nice way to
you-
walk back
you-
through it.
like really fun, like just very small, like extra mechanics like that. Really does a lot for me.
It's good.
Well,
I
Mr.
liked,
Justice.
I liked in investigations, I liked the logic button. It just felt, it's like you said, it's little shit like that where it's like, is it technically a like, could this have been an email? Yeah, but this feels more interactive. Shut up.
And I love the revisualization music. Oh, it's so good. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence?
Fuck yeah, baby! Observe this mask, if you will.
That mask? How's that conclusive?
Look beneath it, perhaps. I am a shapeshifter! It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby.
It's with the Amazing Ninetales, as we now know, it's Mayor Tenma, so...
That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Florent Labelle. Dun, bum, bum, bum,
What
bum,
are
bum,
you
bum.
talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
Only there was something that you've been doing this entire case.
It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark.
Oh.
I refuse to say
I
French
refuse to
properly.
say anything in your demonic tongue.
This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection.
No, Prosecutor Blackwell. It's you who has made a fatal error.
What?
Remember where this mask was found? It was washed up by the side of the river. With that in mind... I'm sorry, are you implying that his hair is white? And it washed out? Because that's
He's
very
the white
silly.
hair anime boy.
Take that.
That's
Bow.
What is that?
This
The
is
bomb,
Monsieur
Your
Labelle.
Honor.
It's a bomb, Your Honor. This is Monsieur Labelle's own private brand of hair color. It washes out with just water. The court will also recall that the Amazing Ninetales' mask washed up alongside the village river with white hair inside it.
What's this? Are you saying that preening peacock's hair color is...
That's exactly what I'm saying. Monsieur Labelle's hair color. Jesus fucking Christ!
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
That was good. That's exactly what I'm saying. Monsieur Labelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. Which is a
not
fucking
gonna
wild
match
thing
this
to
guy's
say in
freak.
anime world over here, but okay. But thanks to the river flowing through Ninetales Vale, we now have a real life expose. The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. DNA test is all we'll need to prove it, and we both know we'll get a match.
And then
Admit it! Florent Labelle! You were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby!
Oh, he looks so weird.
the camera move. The camera move is everything to me. I gotta say, the camera move looks way better in 5 and 6 than it does in Cigar.
Jason, how dare you! Ah! You profane my beauty like a fucking. I'm going to exterminate you. I can't do it this fast in a French accent. I'm so sorry.
Mind makeup.
Mind makeup. Okay.
Hi.
Okay, this is what we call a glow down, actually.
You know, Kate, I think that's intentional.
This is what happens to all you bitches who are like muling or whatever the fuck you're doing these days. You're fucking looks maxing. This is what you're gonna look like. This is what you fucking freaks are gonna look like. This is what the beauty industry thinks you'll look like at 27, okay? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, Hello, this is La Belle. What? The Francais is off? This is La Belle. The sponsors have pulled out.
at least someone did.
La Belle speaking. I'm fired. You mean I'm no longer Mayor Denmar's aide? Hello? This is La Belle. Quoi? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me.
I will say, also, 5 and 6 have fucking amazing they're so good.
I do. I have liked the breakdown so far in this game.
$100 million?
Why? Is there fucking, like, lead in the... Is there fucking lead in his, like, hair? Like...
I guess, I don't know. How much
It's
is
blood
that in
poisoning.
euro?
It's blood
How
poisoning.
many euros?
How many? What's the conversion?
I need it in francs.
I'm finished. Washed up. Stick a fork in me. I'm done.
Oh, it's asbestos, yeah.
This is preposterous. I am Simon Blackwell. Defeated.
It's not lead, it's asbestos. He put chemicals in the water and turned the frickin' yokai gay.
Order in the court. Order in the court.
Digga digga
The
digga
day
digga
some-
digga digga digga.
The day someone recognizes that reference will be the day I'll finally know peace.
Order in
Well,
court.
this is quite the unexpected outcome.
Is it?
There's a...
Is it?
Is
What?
it?
Unexpected.
No.
The added context was unexpected. I will give it that.
I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really... What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this line? I think the judge is the one with brain damage this time around. Like,
Just like
he's
that other,
clearly-
that other better lawyer that people like, Phoenix Wright.
yeah, it's not like I've been overseeing your past 4 cases. Like, what?
Oh my god.
You
Apollo
really
deserves
yuck you
so
that
much
10.
better.
You really
Fuck.
turned about this trial, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Wait, that was a compliment, right?
Prosecutor Blackwell, what have... 5. You really turned about at this trial, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. 5.
5.
Prosecutor Blackwell,
5.
what have you done with Florent LaBelle? Please don't tell me you've...
The defaced man has withered like a flower without water.
Okay, no, what have you done to him?
No,
One
what
of the
did you-
officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler.
He has to take a cold shower after what I did to him. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off?
Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail.
Don't you want to know the details of this case?
Hey, remember Clavier spent most of A4 treating Apollo like a Phoenix XP and not his own person and had a come to Jesus moment realizing he was wrong? Yeah, me neither. Hi, welcome to Dual Destinies.
Wait, did that actually happen? I don't
It
feel like that
did,
was
kind
really-
of in
I don't
succession.
Yeah, I don't
did.
feel like that was really the case in Corner and Serenade.
No,
But also
it was,
in
yeah.
Corner, he was pretty hands-off. Serenade, he had...
The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenmataro. What the fuck is my cat doing? Hey! Hold on. I'm sorry. Fuck. Oi! Get out of there!
Yeah.
I'm trying to move, and thus everything. There are so many boxes, and you know cats fucking love cardboard for whatever reason.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetails Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. But the efforts of the amazing Ninetails saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman and attempted to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma.
I see, but what I still can't comprehend is why you would go after the gold in the first place.
Because it's fucking gold, dude.
Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid.
Bro.
LaBelle hid
He
his
doesn't
past
look like
well.
he doesn't look like a poor.
Much like he hid his beauty with makeup, he's mired in debt. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such veracity.
Too bad for him. Someone else had gotten to it first anyway.
I see. Very well then. I believe it's time this case is finally fucking over. This court finds the defendant Damien Tenma
Hot, milky.
Milky.
Those titties let me see. Get those hands on those mommy milkers, I must.
Court is adjourned.
Please leave.
Get the fuck out.
Well, we gotta get to it eventually, right?
April 19th, 1:23 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 5? 3.
That was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. I only fell asleep like twice. Even I didn't see that coming.
Just got lucky, I guess.
Banished Tenmataro from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist.
You know, I did that once. Technically Mia did that once, but I just kind of stood there and watched. It was fucking sick.
There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment.
I'm wondering about that too. But I have a hunch LaBelle was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the the amazing Ninetails' true identity himself.
Huh? But why?
I don't know, I just fucking thought. Because the mayor was the amazing Ninetail. Had LaBelle succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his...
I got it. If the Amazing Ninetails was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier.
Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure.
What an insanely intricate plot for like
Yeah,
no
I know,
reason.
right?
No fucking reason.
A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Tamataro again? Don't worry about it!
Don't worry about it. It's just my thing.
How could it not concern me?
Mataro, be gone!
Jinxie. Seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you. When is it my turn to be happy?
Papa, you're finally back.
Remember when these cases were just like a guy striking somebody over the head and then crossing the street to a hotel?
Yes, it would seem Tenmataro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore.
Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great?
Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Aw.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling?
Most cliche Ace Attorney end of case trope.
Yeah,
Thanks
but
to you too. No, it's good. It's good every time it's done.
no, I know. It's like you see so a little girl smile, and you're like, aw, it's gonna be okay.
Too bad the Amazing Ninetales will have to retire though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetales, my fan base.
Athena, what the fuck do you mean, how come? What the fuck do you mean? Well, he is still going to prison for all the obstruction of justice over pretending to be possessed in court.
After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue. I might have to rebrand to the Pink Princess.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Go touch grass.
So now that you mention it, what's all that noise out there?
A big crowd gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask, and to root for your return to the wrestling ring.
Rooting? For me, but I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are.
I meant to the fans for a second, Athena.
Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Here, I think you'll be needing this. My bad!
The badge.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Please, take this from me.
Take that!
I am going into the woods to retreat. Thank you. Now, if you excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting!
Yeah!
Oh god, we actually get to hear what he sounds like.
Ninetales Vale forever!
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be over. Oh fuck. I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma Town and Ninetales Vale.
Me too.
I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, blackmailer slash killers behind bars. The murder's no longer an issue.
What's up, everybody?
it
I
so-
think dogs should
I'm
vote.
making it so furries are legal and can vote.
I just defended a furry. This is the low point of my career.
Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit. I suspect Ninetales Veil will be too.
And it's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's go get something to eat. I'm starving.
Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me.
Ah, I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours, too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not? It's face stuffing time. What?
I'm not saying that.
Very funny. But I've got a hollow leg, and I can eat it as much as I want without gaining an ounce. God.
Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this.
Oh my god. No, I'm also not saying this.
All right, already, you two. Let's get going before Eldoon closes shop.
Eldoon's
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 noodles! I don't understand, you know?
I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go.
I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them.
Let's go. Let's go to Eldoon's house!
Well, what are we waiting for? Just the three of us. We're not going with anybody else, right?
Right?
Oh yeah, wasn't there a... I seem to recall... Wasn't there someone else?
No, I don't think so. If it was important, you would have remembered it.
Yeah, if it was important, you would have remembered it. The noodles are on me today, so I expect some serious eating from you two.
Yay! Thanks, boss. I won't let you down.
Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. I am no man!
That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. This is so slow. I don't know
I
why I'm
couldn't
speaking
I don't know how to
so
change it. I don't think I
slow.
can.
Yeah.
The dark age of the law seems so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. Little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. I'm gonna have
Woke
to learn
Ace
how to say that
Attorney be
academy
like,
next
they,
time.
Themis Academy. Yay! Yay!
I got an achievement.
You got an achievement. Speaking of
Getting
achievement,
past
wanna go
this.
get the other one later?
We are
Yeah, I'll
free.
go get the other one later.
Yay. Nah. You know, we talked shit about the extended cast of Case 2. The extended cast of Case 3 is fucking goated.
I've heard nothing but good things about, like...
It's very interesting. It is. We will have a lot of.
Yes, we'll have a lot of fun with the extended cast.
And I am. It's. We'll save our thoughts on Case 3 for later, but I am looking to it. It will be fun. It will be fun.
Granted, I can't be here next week, so.
Yeah, neither can I, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
We're going on a... We have to go on a 2-week hiatus for weekend streams. Because I'm in a show right now, and we have a 2-weekend show. So we will be back with Dual Destinies on the 28th, I think,
And then
of June.
I will be gone for the first 2 weeks of July. You guys can go on without me. That's okay.
It's well. I don't know. This is the next case is a.
It is an Athena case. So maybe
It's Athena's case.
I'm sorry.
I
I'll be out
don't
of
like
the country.
going on without people. It's fine. We'll
Okay,
take another
figure-
hike. It's fine.
We'll figure something out. We'll figure
Exactly.
something.
I am in a regional production of The Prom. So that's fun. Yeah. So what's coming up tomorrow night? Genuinely a breather after this case probably can't hurt. What's coming up tomorrow night? More Great Ace Attorney 2. And I don't know what the rest of... I don't know what the schedule's going to look like for next week. Because next week is Tech Week, and I might be dying a little bit. Ideally, Monday afternoon, Persona 3 Reload. Tuesday afternoon, Yakuza 0 with Ren. Thursday afternoon, fucking Baldur's Gate 3. And then that's it for next week. If we even get that many streams on. We'll figure it out as we go. You might have noticed is a different layout for Dual Destiny streams. And that's simply because OBS literally can't handle doing anything else on my laptop. So, whoops, I'm trying to get a better setup. There we go, Ko-fi bot. Now you want to respond. I have a Ko-fi and a throne if you want to donate to help me upgrade my setup and get back to your regularly scheduled programming in hopefully higher quality all around. Which, for the games that not only we are playing, but for the ones that we have on the list, God, I hope we can get there. I think that's it.
Yeah, give Kate money.
Give Kate money.
I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. We fucking did it, boys.
Yay.
We did it, boys.
We made it through.
And until next time.